Hayden Panettiere had the face, a natural talent for singing, and a successful primetime TV series under her belt, and she was tipped to be the next big thing in Hollywood around 2006. However, more than a decade after making her name as the unbreakable cheerleader Claire Bennett on the popular NBC fantasy show Heroes, the actress isn't quite as well known or as busy as one might anticipate. Unfortunately, a number of events over the years have kept Hayden Panettiere's career from completely exploding. Let's explore these events and dive right into them. Starting off, we have Heroes wasn't a breakthrough. Hayden never had to experience giving up her childhood goals compared to other stars who've been working in Hollywood since their childhood. Her big break came when she was cast in NBC's hit series Heroes as an indestructible teenage fantasy girl. The 17-year-old actress was in the spotlight as the supernatural drama's most famous star when it made its premiere in 2006, and Claire Bennett, the character she played, became a fan favorite right away. Save the cheerleader, and yes, you know it, save the world. Unfortunately, what could have been a series that launched a career quickly turned bad. After being praised as a fresh, enthralling series on par with Lost, 2004 to 2010, the show's ratings began to fall after the second season. The result wasn't good for anyone's career, but Panettiere may have had it the worst. She'd spent 4 years of her life serving as the de facto face of a struggling series by the time the production was canceled in 2010. Even while she wasn't responsible for the show's downfall, being intimately linked to it didn't help when she needed to find a new job. Next up on our list, Beth Cooper didn't love her back. Panettiere, like so many other celebs before her, had a window of opportunity to break into feature films in her late teens, starting with the lead role in the high school comedy I Love You, Beth Cooper, 2009. So you know how Superbad skyrocketed Emma Stone? I Love You, Beth Cooper did exactly the opposite for Hayden. What's more, Panettiere wasn't even able to utilize the potential of the character by giving a strong performance in a subpar film. One of the main criticisms of the movie was that director Chris Columbus didn't give his actors anything to work with, which led to bland performances. In other words, the film achieved absolutely nothing to boost Panettiere's career. We'd say that the fact that few people remember the movie is its strongest quality. Following this, we have the audience wasn't all that interested. Up-and-coming actors may express their range in indie movies, but only if viewers actually see the movies in question. Panettiere has a tendency of choosing movies that have a hard time finding a distributor, wind up sitting on the shelf for years, lose interest, and eventually get released straight to DVD with so little fanfare. These problems with post-production and pre-release don't only affect Panettiere, but somehow she manages to experience them regularly, particularly with well-known productions like Scream 4, 2011, that shouldn't have had such a difficult time getting into theaters. Let's look at the next reason on our list. Once a cheerleader, always a cheerleader. Panettiere still looks exactly like the cheerleader she played on Heroes for years, with her round face, blonde hair, and petite athletic build. Unfortunately, most people can't picture her as anybody else. The actress admitted that even after finishing her run on the popular program, she was having trouble being taken seriously as a candidate for any other sort of part, and we can't say she's wrong. In a 2007 news conference, Panettiere first discussed this issue. "I believe I've always been labeled and somewhat typecast because I'm blonde, and people just look at me as either the popular cheerleader type or simply the blonde. And you don't play villains because you're blonde unless you're Sharon Stone," via the New York Post. Next up, we have her music wasn't right for its time. Panettiere was born during the heyday of Hollywood's actress-turned-pop star career path, when stars like Miley Cyrus, Hilary Duff, and Mandy Moore were all making waves in music and film. At the time, splitting her attention looked like a smart move from Panettiere, a talented singer who had already had songs featured on the soundtracks of numerous movies in which she also had leading roles. She even wrote a few songs for the album she had intended to release in 2008, only for the whole project to fizzle out due to technical issues with her company. She lost professional confidence since the scrapped record was a complete waste of time and effort. This was ideally the time when she needed to be advancing professionally, but Panettiere said the experience was extremely disheartening. Following this, we have her legacy wasn't all that good. Panettiere's personally scandal-free, which is unusual for someone who has worked in Hollywood for as long as she has, but she has, however, still struggled for years with the legacy her parents left behind. Their despicable behavior and contentious divorce matched the discord of the Lohan family in terms of the impact it had on their talented daughter's career. Even the most determined celebrity may be brought low by that sort of burden in a city as gossipy as Los Angeles. Panettiere's familial problems hurt her financially, even if it didn't lose her any opportunities. The bombshell discovery that Panettiere had paid for her dad's legal expenses, which he had to refund to the amount of $100,000, was included in the divorce settlement between between her parents after 8 years of struggle. Next up, Lifetime didn't go as expected. Plenty of good actresses have donated their star power to Lifetime original movies about sensitive public figures, but Panettiere's timing and decision of project could not have been worse when she joined a Lifetime production. An American student's famed murder trials, the focus of a real crime movie Amanda Knox, Murder on Trial in Italy, 2011. All the real-life participants in the movie, including Knox and the family of Meredith Kircher, the murder victim, petitioned Lifetime to stop the movie from airing. Panettiere received criticism for accepting the position. It was said that the production didn't feel welcome in Perugia, where the murder took place. And by the time the film was released, the conflict had come to the point where no one even paid attention to the lead actress's performance, despite the fact that she did an excellent job in a challenging part. Next in line, not the first choice. It's incredible to think that Hayden Panettiere almost didn't get the career-launching role of Juliet Barnes in Nashville, 2012 to 2018. She wasn't the first choice for the role of the villainous young country singer with a trailer trash past. Producers felt she wouldn't be fragile enough, according to Vulture. Of course, she got the job, but the doubting is really just a picture of how her abilities have typically been disregarded by casting directors everywhere. Panettiere is an actress whose variety has tragically gone unnoticed for far too long, whether it's because so much of her more diversified work has flown so far under the radar, or simply because people can't see past her cheerful blonde appearance. Moving on, should Hayden Panettiere have left Nashville sooner? Despite some major setbacks and a lot of bad luck, Panettiere finally emerged as a talent worth noting thanks to her work on Nashville, where both her acting and musical abilities got the praise they deserved. She was nominated for a Golden Globe in 2013 and 2014 for her role, and critics were impressed by her ability to hold her own on the show, especially when sharing the spotlight with a powerhouse like Connie Britton. But given Britton's departure from the show at the end of season 5, as well as the show's move to a decidedly lower-profile home on cable after it was resurrected by CMT after ABC axed it, is it possible that Panettiere missed the boat? As of this writing, she's nothing listed on her IMDb page after Nashville, so it appears that Panettiere gambled everything on just this show. Britton, on the other hand, has already begun work on other TV shows and films. Hopefully, Panettiere will be able to maintain that momentum when it comes time to pivot. And lastly, she's all country now. To say Panettiere jumped into her role in Nashville with both feet would be an understatement, considering she relocated from Los Angeles to Music City permanently to accommodate the local production, and she hasn't given Hollywood even a sidelong glance since. In an interview with The Telegraph, she said that there was a real sense of community and Southern hospitality, adding that it felt more genuine to her than LA, and that she had an easier time making friends here. In an interview with Southern Living, she emphasized her affection for Dixieland. She said that even if the show was canceled, she would stay and call this place home. Granted, mega hit in-demand celebrities have the luxury and means to live anywhere they want in the world, but until Panettiere starts producing blockbuster hits like said big in-demand celebrities, she might want to be a little more available for meetings in Tinseltown. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Hayden Panettiere will make a comeback to Hollywood? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.